Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account, the link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available, the link for that too is in the description box below. In this video, I want to talk about how I deal with things when I am reacting. Hope you guys are well and hope you are having a good time. So in this video, I will share how I deal with my reactions because of course I'm also a human and sometimes in my manifestation processes regarding some things where I feel extra resistance, sometimes I also feel the need to react. And the difference between me and who I used to be, is that the older me would react unconsciously and they would give in to these temptations. But I have gotten more aware of the fact on when I am about to react, and I have gotten better at holding those reactions. Because as Neville Goddard said, when you are reacting to something, you are reacting that thing in your life. So of course, I don't want to experience that thing in my life again. And because I don't want to experience unwanted circumstances in my life, even though sometimes they can be very good for learning about things, I still don't want to keep experiencing unwanted things. So this is how I deal with it. If there is a better way that you have found for yourself, please leave it down in the comments below. Maybe someone will get help from that. But do try this one out, because a lot of times when I have told this and taught this to my clients, which I have dealt with a lot of them, so it has worked for them. It has been a consistent method that has worked. Now, it's kind of a step-by-step process. There is not a consistency in steps, so you can do step one and step three later. Like it's you can mix and match and do it however it feels natural to you. This is just how I do it. So the first step I ask myself is, so usually when I'm reacting, it's because of a few things. Either it's my mental chatter, something that is bothering me, some mental resistance, or it is an external circumstance. Now, external circumstances are usually connected to: one, I'm seeing something opposite to what I want; two, maybe things are exactly how they are, but I am unable to accept that for now. And because I want them to change fast, I'm reacting. Three, I am triggered by someone else saying something. So maybe one of my friends said something that I did not want to hear, or maybe someone commented something on my video that I did not like, or maybe one of my family members said something to me that I did not want to hear. So it's basically triggered by something. Fourth is that if it's a memory, so maybe last year this time something happened, and nowadays you get these memories on Snapchat. Maybe I saw something and it made me react. Things like that. Or it can be a particular place that I'm going to. So let's say I'm going to my family house, where I just go there and people around me or my relatives, they are talking about things that I don't want, or they are people that I don't like, and I just start reacting. It can be anything. So a reaction can be either a reaction can either start from an external circumstance, which is an external trigger, or a reaction can start from your mental chatter or a perceived trigger. So first I ask myself, what am I reacting to? Because in that moment when my body is full of emotions and full of energy, I ask myself, what am I actually reacting to? Is it something that is an outside source, or is it something that is just mental? Because if it is something that is mental, then there is a different way I deal with it. That's resistance. I have already put down a video where I have told about how to handle resistance and 3 types of resistance. I will link it down below, but I will also explain it a little bit here in this video. But if it's an external circumstance, I deal with it differently. After I have understood what am I reacting to and what is the reason that I am feeling this way, I ask myself, why am I reacting to this? So usually when a reaction comes, it's because we have connected a meaning to a certain thing. It's the meaning, it's the story that we are telling about that certain event that matters. For example, let's say I am manifesting a specific person, and while manifesting a specific person, I see that they have liked someone's picture. Now, in my mind, in the physical world, it's nothing. There is no meaning to that thing. They maybe just like that picture or something, any reason that they did that. But in my mind, based on my self concept in that moment and my concept in relation to them in that moment, I am going to be providing that thing some meanings, right? And what meaning I provide that thing is the meaning that will come out in my physical world later. So I ask myself, what is the meaning that I'm providing to this thing? Because usually if we go deeper, it has something to do with my self concept. For example, if this is the situation, my self concept, if I'm providing it a meaning that them liking someone else's picture means that they are moving on or they are going away or something like that, then that is my self concept that is coming out. That has nothing to do with them in that moment. So in that moment, I ask myself, all right, why am I reacting to this thing? That gives me a clearer idea on what to do and how to deal with it. If it is not something that is a perceived fear, maybe they did something which is actually an external circumstance. So let's say I got to know that they got together with the third party. I tell myself, all right, I'm reacting because they got together with someone and I love this person and I don't want them to be together with someone. Clear till now? This is just me clarifying it to my mind. Now, the next thing that I ask myself is, how would a version of me who would have what they want, or better, how would a version of me who would have the confidence that they can get this thing in their life effortlessly think about this circumstance? So usually it comes down to that, okay, if I would have a guarantee in my mind, or if I would have that confidence in my mind that this thing is not as important, or this circumstance is not as important, then I would be reacting to this totally differently. Maybe I would be saying that yes, I feel sad, I feel down. That's okay. Feeling upset is fine, but I wouldn't be assigning it any meaning. I wouldn't be connecting my manifestation journey to my feeling in that moment, because that's what we do. We feel bad, and because we feel bad and we are unable to handle that feeling, we assign it a meaning, and based on that meaning we say that, oh, this means it is not working out. He liked this other guy's pitch, she liked this other guy's picture. Oh, this means she does not respect me, she does not like me, this means my manifestation process is not working out, this means I'm a failure. You get the point. So it's usually that there is a circumstance that is happening which has no meaning whatsoever, but based on my self concept in that moment, I'm providing it a meaning that suits the identity that I'm holding on to right now. If I'm holding on to the identity of the chaser, then I am going to be looking at things from that perspective. Similarly, if it is a circumstance which is actually a circumstance, let's say I got to know she got together with a third party, I will feel bad and I will tell myself, oh, I just got to know that she got together with someone, this is a person that I love. I am feeling bad and I can feel bad. There is nothing wrong in me feeling upset about this. It would be weird if I would not feel upset about this, but me feeling upset about this does not mean that my journey or my process is not working out. Then I validate my feelings. Then I tell myself that, okay, maybe I'm supposed to feel this way. Maybe right now I'm supposed to learn something from this circumstance that will get me closer to being the person who can get this manifestation in an effortless way and sustain that in his life. So making it a learning journey is something that usually helps me. Then this is something that is difficult and requires a slight willpower, but once you do it consistently, it becomes habitual. I ask myself, is that reaction worth it? Now, this is where this changes everything. A lot of times what happens is that there is a reason why we are reacting, and we are reacting because in that moment we think that us reacting is us letting our emotions out, or we think that us reacting is just going to give me some sort, because there is a part of me that is very hurt, and that part of me is lashing out because somewhere that part thinks that lashing out would mean that there would be some change in the physical world. That's what we have seen always, right? We have seen in the movies the actor goes through the worst phase of their life before getting the best one, or we assign things a meaning that, okay, this is going so wrong, so maybe if I will just lash out, or I will try to control that situation, or I will try to victimize myself, something will change. Nothing will change. The thing is that that will only worsen the situation, because till the time that I keep reacting as the old version of me, I will keep getting the things that the old version gets. And that is something that has been very clear to me, because for a long time I did used to react and I did used to get these circumstances back. And then I ask myself, if this reaction is not worth it, what part of me is not wanting to let that go? And then usually there will be a part of me that will say that, oh, but I did not want her to get with someone, how will I accept her being with someone else, or how could she do this, how could she like the other guy's picture when she said she wouldn't, and things like that. And it would be a part of me which would want that validation in that moment, which would be looking for that love, that affection, that attention in that moment. So I give that part of me that attention, that okay, I know that in this moment you think that you want to react because you feel justified in your reaction, but reacting in this moment will just make sure that me and you both, we will keep suffering from this situation, and I don't want to suffer from this situation. I know that you feel betrayed, but I know that in future you want us, both of us, to get what we want. You went through everything that you went through just so that you could be me, and I am going through everything that I'm going through just so I can be the person that I want to be. So for both of us and for both of our struggles that we have went through together, I am going to be choosing not to react in this situation. I am going to be responding as the version of me who has what they want, because when there is an opposite circumstance happening in front of me and I respond to it differently, I cement my new self concept. And when I cement my new self concept, I get the new results. Now, this process can seem slightly complicated, but what happens is that the more you try it, the more you just start skipping steps. So it starts happening that, oh, what am I reacting to and why am I reacting to it? You get a quick answer. Then you ask yourself, what am I connecting this to? Then you get a quick answer. Then you ask yourself, how can I respond in this situation? Right? This is where it usually takes a little bit of time, because this is where your mental chatter is going on and you want to deal with those feelings. That's how that this is the most time that it takes. And a lot of times, once you get very habitual to it, you start to understand that, oh, I knew that there could have been an opposite circumstance, and when it came, this is my opportunity to cement the new me, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I really intend that you try these steps. They have worked wonderfully for me and have actually allowed me to face a lot of circumstances, difficult circumstances, which I did not want to face. And I really intend that you face it with bravado and bravery and courage, and know that you doing that is going to cement your new self concept and your new identity. I will see you guys in the next video. Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions and I will see you guys in the next one.